Summer is over, and your food guy is back here in Charm City. Why? Because me and Marc Attman have been playing phone tag for months, since I went there a couple months ago and had the Balloney hot dog. Now, BuzzFeed calls Attman's Deli one of the 21 sandwich shops you have to eat in before you die. And I was there, and all I had is a hot dog. But since it's the off season and El Jefe's giving me a little bit of leeway, we're gonna go see what this place is really about. You know, pastrami, deli sandwiches. This thing's been here since 1915. It's a Baltimore staple. I've been there once. Wasn't the best visit because I didn't get anything. This time I'm going to make up for it. We're going to eat big. We're going to write a great story this week on Behind the Dish, a Ballnine exclusive. Is it ever too early for corned beef? I don't know, but I'm here in Baltimore's once famous corned beef row where Attman's Deli, one of the original places, still stands. Now, they've been around since 1915, in this location since 1933, and I'm meeting Marc Attman today. We've been playing phone tag for a couple months since I've been here. I had the hot dog with the sizzled bologna on top. It was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it, but I never got the full story. So I'm back today in the off season to get the full story and get a corned beef sandwich because I came to a place famous for the city for corned beef sandwiches, and I didn't get one. You know who has had one? Jimmy Carter, Cal Ripken Jr., just not your food guy. So we're gonna get a sandwich, we're gonna meet Marc Attman. Guy's already given me a book, so I got something to read on the plane on the way home, and we're gonna find out about Attman's Deli. So stay tuned, stay hungry, and let's do it. Now, in the least surprising news that I figured to find all day, Marc walks in the door and gets me a sandwich. Look at this thing. So, I'm gonna put some pictures up. This is the corned beef sandwich with mustard that they're famous for. Been making these things since 1915. I don't always eat corned beef sandwiches at 7 in the morning, but when I do, they're this good. Great mix of fat. It's delicious. I'm waiting for Marc. He brought me some pickles. So now, how did he get into this business? What did he? Is this what he did? Yeah.
I knew somebody in Rhode Island that had this type of business.
Okay.
Came down here. Now, one time he had 4 of these.
Yeah, I saw there was a couple different ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they used to call this corned beef row. I guess there's a bunch of delis here. There's only a couple
He
left.
owned 4 of them.
Oh wow.
On the street. He's an entrepreneur.
Okay.
He did mail order. Back with the sign there, it says A&L cut rate. That was like in 1935.
So he just did a little bit of everything.
He did it all.
Yeah. Smart man.
We're a...
Gotcha. And then I was going to say, when did you narrow it down to what you are today, which is the
my
deli?
father started doing that.
Okay.
And I think World War II changed everything too.
Makes
That
sense.
what was available, you know, getting kosher food was kind of hard. We were still able to get corned beef because we had an in with somebody back then.
Gotcha. So
Back
you know.
then it was who you knew. So we used to get it from him, you know, pay a little extra and we got it. I don't know if the soldiers were supposed to get it, but we got it.
That's okay. I'm not going to tell anybody.
And I don't even know if that was how the story went. But it worked that way. That was the story.
It makes for a good story.
Yeah.
So can I ask about the boxing gloves?
Yeah.
Was that your father? Or
My
son?
father,
Is
yeah.
there any significant ones there, or is you just a fan?
Mike Tyson,
Oh, wow. Okay.
got him, and a couple others. Ali, we have.
Okay.
So we got
That's
some.
no big deal, Ali Tyson.
Yeah, some regional guys.
Oh.
We were both into boxing. He liked it more.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Larry Hammerman. Okay, good friend Larry.
Hey, Larry, how are you?
Good to see you. You want a good
Michael.
joke for the day?
All right, Larry.
It's clean, okay? An interviewer is interviewing a woman who's been married 4 times. The interviewer says, "What does your last husband do?" Well, he's a funeral director. He says, "Well, what happened to the other 3?" He said, "Well, the first one I married in my 20s. He was a banker. The second one I married in my 40s. He was a circus ringmaster. The third one I married in my 60s. He was a preacher. And this one's a funeral director." And she goes, "Why'd you do that?" And she said, "You know, 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go."
Is this now? It's a souvenir. I'm going to have to get one on the way out. So, you've been here forever. You know,
Yep.
everybody in Baltimore loves this place. The food obviously shows you why. You a baseball guy?
Oh yeah, big time.
Orioles?
Yeah.
You gotta ask,
100%.
100%. And you got to, I mean, you've been here so long, so you've seen some World Series.
I've seen some World Series. I've been to the World Series away. I travel, watch them play.
What's your favorite ballpark?
Camden Yards.
I'm a Yankee Stadium guy because it's my team. I'm
Sure.
a Yankees guy, but Camden Yards is my second favorite park. I had tickets to opening day this year before it didn't happen. You know, I enjoy it.
Excuse me. I'm really happy with you.
All right, I'm glad you
Because I
are.
didn't know you got up this early.
Favorite ballpark you said was Camden
Camden
Yards,
Yards,
but you've
sure.
traveled. Any other ones?
Yeah, I like. I've been to Rocky.
That's a beautiful. Coors
Been
Field
to
is beautiful.
Dodger. You've been to Yankee Stadium.
Yep.
I've been to Philly.
Okay.
I've been
Old
down.
one.
Old
Yep.
and
I've
new.
been to the vet. I've never been to the new one.
I've been down to I was at Atlanta, both of them.
Yep. Okay, I haven't seen the new one yet. Been to the old one.
And I went to the Falcons game last year. Got pickpocketed at the Falcons.
Oh, good lord.
Mercedes-Benz.
It's Atlanta, man. But again, you're a Baltimore guy. You can hang in
In the
Atlanta.
Mercedes, Miami. Whenever there's a game in Miami, we go down there.
Okay.
Learn to which side of the stadium
To get the
sit
sun,
on.
you got to sit, on one
Yeah,
side or you're
yeah,
done.
and-
We go
right.
down there, so me and my wife go down for Jets games.
Right.
I'm also a Jets fan, unfortunately.
And of
So-
course, I've been to Giant Jet Stadium,
Okay.
and I was at Giant Stadium before.
You Baltimore everything? You Ravens fan? And
Yeah, sure.
Just
yeah.
home teams? That's how I am,
Everything.
man. Just,
I went to Maryland, so I'm a big Maryland guy.
okay. Terps guy. They have, isn't Taglia Tua, whatever,
Yeah,
his brother,
Taglia
the
Tua.
quarterback here?
Yeah, we beat Penn State last week.
Yeah.
25-point dog, and we beat them by 25.
Yeah, so that's a big win. So,
Gigantic. So
All right.
we beat them. We beat Minnesota. So yeah, we lost the first game, but that was it.
now, you a creature of habit? I saw you came in, you got your breakfast, you had a bagel. You switch it up, or you the same thing?
Switch it up.
Switch it up?
Switch it up, because I want to see everything's tasty.
Yeah, okay, I get it, man. People ask me all the time, I've been doing the same job for 11 years in food, and you get sick of the food? I'm like, nah, I just switch it up.
Yeah, switch it
You
up.
know, and if I want something else, I go in the kitchen, I make something special, you know?
Right, but I can tell you, I like deli.
Yeah.
I
It's
eat
my-
it. Wherever I go, I eat it.
Yep, I'm
I
the
love,
same.
like,
You know, good hot dog or a good deli sandwich you can't beat. Especially, you know, I grew up in Jersey. You didn't get stuff from supermarkets. Like my mom had a bakery for bread. You know, she had a German butcher where we got all our meat. When you went to like ShopRite, you got
Right.
cans. You know what I mean? But you never bought food there.
Well, you know what happened is when I was growing up, we had everything here. Every store was a specialty store. This was like this whole street would be compared to a Walmart. You had your fish store, you had your fresh meat store, you had your furniture, you had your pharmacy, you had your hot steam baths, you had your liquor. So everything was like an aisle, but it was a whole store.
Yeah.
And then supermarkets and Walmarts, that's what killed it.
Yeah, and it did, man, because the food is never going to be as good. Even though they bake the breads and stuff, it's never as good.
No,
You know,
well, everything they do is they try to find the cheapest way to do it. Whereas a guy like me, I'm trying to find a cost efficient, but I'm looking to do the best I can because I have to be different, and I want to be different.
Yeah.
I don't want to have what they have. I
Yeah.
want to have what I have.
and people come to you because of the quality. you know?
Exactly. And the fact is, they know we're using the same type of brisket, corned beef brisket. It's from up here on the chest. You only get two per from each calf. Each cattle, you can only get two. There's only so much of that stuff.
Yeah.
We buy it like 6 months ahead,
Oh, wow.
and sometimes we get hurt because of the price. But you know what? I only use a certain type.
Yeah,
A
you
lot
gotta
of
run
guys,
out, right?
a lot of guys have switched to some lower cuts and stuff, and that's the stuff you get in the supermarket. We don't use that stuff.
No, it doesn't taste the same.
It doesn't taste the same. It's like
All right.
eating a filet mignon or eating a skirt steak.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
All right, so my last question. So you've had tons of famous people, athletes, politicians, everything. Who's your favorite? Not the most famous, but who's like,
Well,
who were you, when you met, were you like, what, starstruck or just
Brooks Robinson
Brooks Robinson? Wow.
always was my favorite.
Wow. No. Has he
Yeah.
come in a couple times? Or?
Yeah, he's been a few times.
Okay.
He knows us well.
So.
But still, he was always my favorite.
Gotcha. You
Yeah,
can't go
he's a
wrong
good
there.
guy.
Now, how about like some of the new generation? You got like the Ravens are the big hit in town now. You get some
Yeah,
of these guys
we got
sneaking
Justin
in.
Tucker comes in here. We got
Might be the
a lot
secret
of
to his field
the
goals.
a lot of the Orioles come in here. The new guys, Mancini was coming in here.
Okay.
And
Good
I
player.
think we had what's his name was in here this year. The guy, the new Queen, the guy from LSU.
Okay. Yeah.
He was in here just a few weeks ago.
That's
So
awesome.
we're getting them.
You're
We
never
had that
bored.
guy Orlando Brown Sr. and we had Orlando Brown Jr. Orlando Brown Sr. He was a big. I was working here one night, and he was a big guy.
So.
I mean, just massive.
Yeah. I'm sure standing next to me, I'm 5'6".
Sitting next to me, I was like, "You're like kidding." We had Larry Hogan was here a couple of years ago, so it works its way around. We like to see him.
Well, thank you so much for
Well, sure.
making time for me. I appreciate it. We appreciate it at Ballnine. I'll send you a copy of this when it's
Cool.
ready.
Appreciate
It's
it.
a pleasure meeting a
Meet ya.
Baltimore legend.
Take
and
that book.
I'm gonna, man.
Read it over. It's a lot of good.
I'm a big reader too, so.
Well, that's a one night read. It's pretty good
Yeah, I'll
stuff.
knock it. I got a 2-hour plane ride home.
Oh, cool.
Not even gonna disrespect Marc and Attman's Deli by grading it on a hot dog scale. The sandwich, phenomenal. This is one of the best places to eat in Baltimore. Everybody knows it. The food guy doesn't have to tell you. I'm just glad I get to sit down with Marc, eat a sandwich, hear his stories. He spent about an hour with me just talking about baseball, boxing, growing up, his grandfather, his father, how they got here. Great guy. You can tell everybody loves him. We've got interrupted like 10 times as people come in. They want to see him, shake his hand, check on his family. He knows everybody by name. You just don't do it like this anymore. This is a humbled food guy, behind the dish. We'll be back next week with a short. Stay tuned. Stay hungry. That's all I got. Look at this place. Look what I get to do.